Man, welcome back. Tonight is going to be off the charts tonight. Thank everybody for checking in. It's your boy, the one and only Coach Tony, and this is the Pull Up Podcast Show. See people checking in already. Andre Carlin, what's up, baby? Wide body in a snack pack. I get all that. I love that. Dumpster fire. Ooh, is that like the dumpster fire? Is that like we can set it on fire or something like that? But we're going to need a fire truck around to put that out if we're doing all stuff like that. And they got Noah. Noah, what's up, baby? You checking in? I'm gonna get you, Noah. Couldn't get you on this show, man. We was packed, so you got to get your. I'm gonna be on the show in earlier than that. But listen, I appreciate you guys checking in throughout the year. We have so many people checking in and helping us out on the Pull Up Podcast Show. It's been a tremendous success. And I just want to thank each and every one of you guys. So at the end of each season, we do what's called the appreciation show on the wrap up. So this is the wrap up night. We're going to take a small break in between that. I want to say what's up to Black History Month. For all you guys celebrating Black History Month out there, do your thug thizzle. And tonight we got some of my fans, my guests, my homeboys, people that I know are going to help us out. I need you to do a few things for me. 1, like the show. 2, make sure you share the show with people that you know. And 3, subscribe. And tonight, as we ask these questions and get these fans going, make sure you comment. Make sure you don't like it, you like it, thumbs down, whatever. We want to get all of this conversation going tonight. So I appreciate it. But before we bring our guests out tonight, you know my words. Val, drop it.
It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. I said bounce the boys and Coach Tony, you know. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Show. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast.
The Pull Up Podcast, the show. Man, every time I hear my nephew's track, I just be bouncing. Let's go. I just have to bounce to that. Bella, baby, what's up, girl? Thanks for checking in. I know you're going to be in the house tonight. I know Harrison going to be here. I know Mark Lee going to be here tonight. Hey, let's welcome these guests. Let's make them feel at home tonight. Hey, again, it's the wrap-up show on the Pull Up Podcast Show. We're going to bring them to the stage right now. My guest, one of my kids. We just kind of had a great mutual relationship and just kind of got to know each other. And a great kid is on his way to doing some big things. My kid from Nashville, Tennessee, right here with me, Josh Young, father Ryan, high school. Welcome to the show, Josh.
Coach Tony, I'm excited.
What's up, baby? Hey, welcome to the Pull Up. I know you, man. Guy, my homeboy, grow up. He like a brother from another mother. Mike Drew, Chi-Town, Southside in the house. Come on out, baby.
What up, fam?
Well, what's up, fam? And you repping tonight hard. Let them know. We always rep the Chi, baby.
Got to, man. Got to. Well.
Black History, back at him. And my girl down in the A, as they say, peace up, A-Town down. My girl got her own show, podcast called What Just Happened Sport. If you guys are asleep on her, you need to look that up. What Just Happened Sport. Let's bring out my girl, Melissa Anthony, to the show.
Hey, Tony. Hello, everybody. So glad to be here.
Man, thank you for your time.
Glad to be back.
Oh, yeah. Happy Black History Month to you too, my girl.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And then my boy, my coach, my sidekick for the summertime, always ride or die with me, my boy, Coach Justin Allen, Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome to the house.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening with it, Coach? Glad to be back on the Pull Up.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to get you and Josh because I got the old heads in here tonight. So we really going to be talking on some stuff tonight. So we good. So, and my boy, another peace up, A-Town down, my other brother from another mother, my homeboy, Coach Jay Smith with West Georgia University, taking time out of his schedule. What's up, Coach?
Hey, man, it's Black History Month. I got my black on, but let's switch that. Says y'all Chicago boys up in there. Got to rep them Wolverines always.
Oh, there we go, Mike Drew. You started something already.
Always repping that, boy.
Yeah. And then my sidekick, who been riding down with me all season long, just came out of the game tonight. She had to boogie home. My girl, Coach Kiana Briscoe, Nashville. What's up? Welcome to the house, Coach.
What's up, Coach? I'm glad to be here. Let's get this going.
Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. So here's the format tonight. We're going to drop some questions in. We're going to kick it off tonight. First topic here. Hope you guys have done a little homework. We're going to talk about the brand new WNBA Unrivaled League. We need to know, do you guys love the format? Breanna Stewart and Nafisha Collier came together, co-owners, got the league off the ground. They kind of like, it's the Ice Cube Big Three on steroids. So instead of playing in a half-court situation, these women get an opportunity to play in a 3-on-3 situation, full court, no subs, and they got to play it out. My question on the floor, we're going to open this up with Melissa. Do you like the format of how they did with the Unrivaled League? Because remember, it's a league that's supposed to help these young women out without having to send them overseas, because we know what happened to Breanna Stewart in Russia. Take the floor, Melissa. You got a minute.
Yes. I am really excited about this league, and I had to do a little reading up on it, but I knew that it was around. I'm excited these women can make money. Little research shows that they're making, like, the winners are getting $250,000. That's more money than any woman basketball player has ever made, period, in a year, in a season. Teammates are getting $10,000. I mean, it's craziness. So I'm totally excited. I'm glad these women don't have to travel. I'm glad that women created this for women. So, it's just a win-win all the way around, Tony.
Great. Mike Drew, what you think about that?
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Everything Melissa said, the fact that they don't have to, at the end of their WNBA season or even in between the WNBA season, they don't have to travel abroad to go make some extra cash. I love the fact that it was built by women for women. Another opportunity for them to, continue to elevate the platform, and I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Coach Justin, you out there coaching, man. I know, man, you go back and forth about these women on the set. What you think about that?
I'm for it. I mean, if you could go from base salary, 60, 75,000 in the WNBA. So if you can go from that, to being able to make upper 200,000, lower 200,000, I'm all for that. I just wonder how it can be able to grow, because it's only you're looking at 6 players, probably a team.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's only six or 8 teams right now. So
6 teams.
They got an $8 million cap. Can they grow and expand it? And then the main question is, I got to everybody, have you all watched the game yet? I know I haven't. And that's
I have. You know me, I'm just a junkie though. So I watched off the rap. So day one, I got into it because my girl from the Chi, they was playing. What I like about it, and I'll tell you in a minute, not to give that piece away, but I watched from day one. I just love how Breanna Stewart and Nafisha Collier came together after these two girls just played in the WNBA championship game in New York, right? And then they came back and said, something, we're going to join together and launch this league. We ain't got to send our women overseas no more. We can keep them at the crib and get paid, because now it's a little more dangerous. And some of these girls are going overseas, missing their family. And I'm going to give you all some insights on some stuff that I found out. Josh, what you think about that?
I like it. It keeps everyone safe, in one spot. Can't be taking no risk. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Coach Briscoe.
I mean, I think it's a really good thing. They have a lot of outlets outside of the basketball side of it. We had a small discussion before that they do childcare and different things of that nature. So it's a good spot for everybody to be in one spot, and they still be able to take care of their kids and see their families on a daily basis without them having to go somewhere just to try to make that extra money for the off season. So it has a lot of benefits. Yes, it's still new and young. I do think that they can actually grow this because it's booming. It's only been around a few years and it's already booming. So it'll progress for sure.
Man, Coach Smith, you're in a D-town, man. They got one of the squads there and doing some things. And by the way, I don't know if you heard, Jay, your boy Draymond Green and a couple of people, man, are trying to put some money in to bring a WNBA team to the D.
Well, yeah, we had a team back in the day when it first started with the Sparks, and actually it goes beyond the Sparks. It was a point in time where the WNBA, and it wasn't called WNBA at that time.
It was ABL.
It was ABL, and they also had another all subsidiary. But part of the problem was they were trying to get it pushed and trying to sell it, and they thought sex sells, and they had the girls out there playing in unitards, and a lot of the women felt uncomfortable with that. And then here came the Detroit Shock, and we won several championships before they moved. And I think this rival league is something good. They striking while the iron is hot. Women's basketball is at an all-time high right now, not only with Reese and Caitlin Clark, but things that Don Staley is doing over there. And it's not just a one pony show with Connecticut. Yeah, it's not a one pony show with Connecticut and how it used to just be Tennessee and Stanford. Now the parity is everywhere now, and especially with NIL. So again, I like it from the standpoint it's strong and it's impactful right away. I caught a glimpse at the end yesterday, and Odyssey Sims scored like 40 points. It was like the first time in her history. Right. So I'm with the other coach. I just want to see how it's going to grow. That's the most impactful thing, because it wasn't that long that I was in the airport and I seen some of the Atlanta Dream on the plane right next to me.
Right. And that's how we go. We're gonna check in here. Ball Brothers 2.0. What's up, baby? You know you got to check in with me tonight. Billy Nugent. Man, Josh, you got some fans out here. I'm about to bring you back, man. Like, what's up, Josh? Loving you like that. Chuck Stew said LeBron is the GOAT. We'll get to that, because I don't know about all that, but we're going to get to that.
I don't know about all that.
There you go, Jay. I got to see what Josh and Justin going to be talking about in a minute. Finnegan McDowell said, what's up? Checking in the house tonight. Appreciate you, man. And your Ole Miss, my girl Stacy always checking in. I want to hear you guys' thought out there in the audience, and what do you think? Now, somebody let me know. The feature Collier wins, as Melissa mentioned, 250 stacks. But I love how they did it, because in the middle of this season that they got, they took one person per each other team, all 36, and they won on opposite side, and the vets got a bye. And she went all the way down and just knocked out. And it wasn't like they were doing it week after week. This is the same day. So you had to win a game, get you some rest, and get back on the floor. And she won $250,000. I thought there was only, when I say good thoughts or good things coming, because she happened to be a co-owner with Breonna Stewart, and then she comes back and gets some of her paper back. And then what I like about the league is, what Briscoe and Coach Jay didn't allude to, you got people like smart Juju Watkins, who is at USC, which I think that's the topic of itself. She's already invested in this league. So when she goes to the league, she comes in the league as already a business owner. So what do you guys think about that?
I love that. I think it's ironic that she would win, but you look up who some of the investors are, and they were really smart to pull in these investors. Coco Golf, tennis, Michael Phelps. Where did he come from? Where has he been? Right. What's he been doing? How do they pull in Michael Phelps? Don Staley, of course, Juju, and then they've got some great sponsors too. So, you all were asking, how is it going to grow? I think if they continue to bring in great sponsors and great investors, I think the marketing dollars can be put in there. And, I think it's going to grow in popularity. So, Yeah,
and Mike, you one of them backgrounds, and you know how the sponsorship go and all that. What did you think about in terms of who they got the sponsors to jump the league off?
I'm sorry, was that question for me, Tone?
Yeah, I was just asking, you've been in that sponsorship game for a minute. What did you think about the sponsors they got to jump the league off?
Yeah, no, anytime you can get in at the ground level, I think it's huge. I think they will continue to get other sponsors as more, people like Juju Watkins comes into the league, or other, just terrific female basketball players. I think really what's kind of got women's basketball on fire, it's starting at the collegiate level, in my opinion. I think the importance of women's college basketball today is really shining a bright light at a time when, the league really kind of needed a little bit more light shined on it, if you will. Not to suggest that the WNBA didn't already have, greats there, but, you can never have enough light shined on you. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And Dee Dee, what's up for checking in with me and Briscoe? We just came out of a game tonight. She said, "What's up, Coach Tony and Briscoe?" That's one of our players on the night tonight. And Josh, you sit in that young era. You see in all the changes. I know you are a men's NCAA. You know, as a high school kid, and you're looking at the changes in the game. You're getting ready to go to that next level of college. Are you a type of person? I know you watch sports, but does the women basketball excite you? And if so, why?
You know, since Caitlin Clark got into the league, and there's just a lot of action going on since she's gotten to the league. So I've thought that's brought a lot of excitement to the younger people because she's throwing up crazy shots from half court, from deep, almost full court. So I think just the WNBA getting players on the league that you know, are doing crazy stuff. It's bringing the younger audience.
Oh, that's good. We're going to take a break real quick because in order for me to keep this show rolling, I got to pay some bills. Val, let's pay some bills. We're going to come back into the second quarter with your main man, Coach Tony, and this is the Pull Up Podcast Show. We'll be right back.
Are you a small business owner looking to grow? Introducing the Key Spot mobile app. I'm Cynthia McAllister, owner of the IT company Quality SAP. Since 2016, we have been supporting small businesses and help them promote and share their businesses, services, and events across the country. Key Spot is more than just an app. We are a network providing community. Key Spot, connecting communities and supporting small businesses.
Welcome back to the Pull Up Podcast Show. This is your main man, the one and only Coach Tony. Got my fan appreciation tonight and everybody in the house. And Josh, you blowing up, man. You may mess around and be my sidekick, man. Your boy checking in called Big Fat Boy said, "Josh, you got this, baby. You know, do your thing." You got Jack Rinky checking in. Jack think you clueless, though, man. So you have to go to school tomorrow. I have to check him, man. I don't know what he talking about. But let's change gears. Last night, we had the NBA All-Star Game. And Mike, I know, man, you was talking completely different format. They ran a format this year with Kennedy the Jet, Shaq, Charles Barkley, and Ernie, the big four, took a team. They won it a round robin. They ended up winning. Then you had the skills contest and dunk contest. Jump in the skills contest. Somebody explain what was that crap that Victor Wembanyama and your boy CP3, what was they doing, man? Somebody tell me. The hell they were doing.
Looked like they was trying to circumvent the system.
You can cheat them, but you can't beat them. So last night, just in case you didn't know, so the clock in the skills contest, you have to go through the obstacle course, and it's about how fast you can get through. So these clowns got through the obstacle course, but when it came to the shooting portion, they just took the balls out the rack and just put them, threw them over the top of the thing. Didn't even try to attempt a shot. And Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs and everybody was just booing them, and they came over and they had to read the rules that you had to physically take a shot, so they were disqualified.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty embarrassing, I think. That's just kind of taken away. They're professionals and they should I think they should have, really tried to take it to the next level. I don't think they were respecting the program. My input, though.
Yeah, but and the thing is with that, listen, I'll play off of that. This is why the NBA All-Star Game has tanked over the last few years. And as to Mike's point earlier, this is why women's ball or basketball is taking off. And then the women come in with a brand new league, doing some crazy stuff, playing one-on-one. Boom. What do you think about that, Briscoe?
I mean, the way they went about it, like she said, it was completely off key. That was a time where you can, that's the exposure. And I like this league that the women's they're bringing. That's what they're using to jump off the WNBA. And All-Star Weekend was a perfect time for them to show what they got. And I mean, they didn't really care. I watched a small clip where they were just, and for Chris Paul to be someone who's been in the league for a while,
right?
I think that he would be a better type of example. But I mean, it goes to show that, a lot of people are not watching the NBA anymore because of this kind of work. So
yeah, Chubb said that it was a disgrace. They shouldn't even had it on it. And Josh, come on, Josh Young, man, come on, man. You cannot possibly say Wemby was trying. Hell no, he wasn't trying. Trying to what? Trying to get through the obstacle.
Oh,
Mike Drew, what you think about that, man? Because you was locked and loaded. I was watching UCLA last night, to tell the truth.
You know, I didn't even check it out, Tone, to be honest with you. I missed the skills. I did catch the game, and I loved the format that they came out with. What I was turned off about it was just too much kind of shenanigans and nonsense in between ball. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't need to see Kevin Hart all day long, you know, telling jokes, you know, in between games and all of that, man. I just want to see ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that and then I feel like, you know, you could put the players at risk, because for anyone that's played ball, you know, you got to stay warm. I don't know how they were, you know, keeping these guys loose, keeping these guys, you know, from stiffening up in between when they played and had to sit out and play again.
Right. Yeah. And that was the big thing on that. Jay, what you thought about that? Because that's the same thing I thought. Because think about going out in the park, right? You know, there's a loser's court and a winner's court, and there's only 14, but obviously there's only one arena and one court. So trying to keep these guys, because they were playing the 40, but it wasn't like it was a quick game.
Right.
Yeah, you know, let me touch on the Victor and Chris Paul situation. You know, it's comical. You know, it was comical. I mean, when you look at it now, they got us talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So to the NBA regards, it's working, be it negative or positive right now. As far as the NBA format, you know, I agree with Mike up there. They should have kept it flowing. You know, if you were going to do tributes to Barkley and the TNT crew, that should have been done either before the game started or at the end, not after the first 20 points or whatever it was. And like you said, now you got these guys sitting over there 30 plus minutes, not even thinking about the games they played prior, you know? So I don't like the new format. One thing it did do, though, I can say that it made the OGs play a little bit better. Defense was played because they wasn't trying to lose to the young bucks, you know? But I just think the NBA has to have a hard look in the face. And the problem is they really shied away from, they have too many superstars on one coast. And so that's where that East Coast, West Coast is gone, you know? So now it's like open format, you know? And it's like, oh, we have to appease. We have to make sure LeBron and such and such and such and such get in. So what can we do? So, you know, it just seemed like it's romper room, and they're going to have to make an adjustment quick, fast, in a hurry, to be honest.
And your boy just checked in. Josh Young said, Coach Jay, the real deal, no cap, man. So he's checking in with you, Jay. You know, and Caitlin, hello, girl. That's my girl checking in from the squad. What's up, Miss Caitlin Wall? Justin, Steph Curry ended up winning the MVP of this, like you said, this game. I'm like Mike. I did love the format because you got 4 teams, play it out, win or go home, and move forward. Congratulations to Shaq. And obviously with Steph in the Bay in the San Francisco area. You know, do you think that that's kind of like a setup that Steph was going to get it anyway? Because that was his second MVP of an All-Star game. And LeBron didn't show up, by the way. Josh.
Yeah, so I don't feel like it was. He had 12 points. I believe Jason Tatum had 16. Hometown dude. Put on a little bit of the aspect of a show by, you know, hitting a half court shot. But just to kind of follow back on, I guess if the format was better, I 100% agree that it was better because what it is putting pressure on the OGs, on the guys that are a little bit tenured, to not take it for granted. When we just discussed the unrivaled women trying to make opportunities, trying to create a bigger salary cap for themselves, they scratching, they clawing, going one-on-one, doing things that are different. Superstars are mainly in that league. Well, we're just trying to get superstars to compete in the dunk contest. Well, we're just trying to get superstars to compete hard. I feel like the East got just as much competitors as the West does, but who's going to really compete? So I just like the aspect of that putting pressure on them, guys who actually want to get to that spot, and now they got to get replaced by some other young kids. That's going to, like you said, you saw a little bit more defense. But I just think that could possibly change just the lack of appreciation for these guys getting, you know, $50 to $100 million contracts. that little incentive to play in the All-Star game don't match what they normally make.
Correct. They need to go back to the old when me and Mike Druden was back in the day, and Jay was back in the D, you know, when they had them real games that you played on Sunday. And Josh, I leave the best for last because your boy LeBron didn't even show up, man. I know you love LeBron. And Ole Miss 22 said LeBron dressed out, didn't even take a picture, dog. I know he wasn't there. You know, I know the old man got, you know, a couple gray beards like myself and Drew and Jay. But, I mean, what happened to your boy, man? Talk to me.
If I'm not mistaken, they did say he did have an ankle injury. I don't know.
Oh, come on, man. It was a fake injury, man. He just had to sit out, man.
That's
come
what
on,
they
you got to get through the rest of this season.
That's what they say. But if he was in, trust me, he would have gotten that MVP.
Oh, you think he got the MVP?
I know he would have gotten the MVP.
Oh, no. You keep admitting it, man. This is a business, not a business, but a business, right? And you are in San Fran with Steph Curry, and his wife was there, and all the charitable things they're doing. That MVP was going to Steph. I don't care if LeBron gave it to him himself.
Well, you know, I think, Tone, you know, the talk wasn't that LeBron didn't play. It was how long he waited, and he knew he wasn't going to play, which denied somebody else that opportunity. You know, to get in. So when you look at, you know, like they say, he didn't even fly out to the game to Saturday evening. You know, like, come on, man, you're being selfish. You know, you knew,
that's what Stacey was saying.
Yeah, you knew in the middle of the week that you weren't going to play, and you denied somebody else the opportunity. Now, what I did see on TV today on one of the local talks, you know, they were talking about was LeBron trying to send a message, you know, saying that, hey, this league doesn't run without me, or, you know, I can show you I still got you guys in the palm of my hand. But it was definitely a selfish act on his behalf, and he definitely should be ashamed of that.
Man, that is insane. Melissa, you know, you were talking about that earlier and all that. I don't know if you got an opportunity to see it, but did you think that Steph deserved it? And then what did you think about LeBron not showing up?
You know what? Honestly, I didn't see it. You know, it's really too bad. I don't think, you know, I think just the interest in this has gone down over time. I didn't see it, but not surprised that Steph won it. Did not know that LeBron didn't show up. I didn't listen to my sports radio today or catch it on TV. So, you know, it's kind of interesting. Don't know what that's about.
Hold on. We got breaking news. We got breaking news. Jay, LeBron just checked in right there. We got LeBron now. He said, I'm LeBron James. And I confirm I did have a foot injury. Hey, LeBron, my bad, dog.
I love you, LeBron.
Hey, man, you know, I appreciate you checking in tonight. Hey, you on the Pull Up Podcast show, bro. Hey, man, I see it.
Hey, well, check this out. Nobody's even mad about the injury. You could have did like Giannis. Giannis didn't play, but you didn't even dress out in the uniform. You just came in street clothes being defiant, you know.
Hey, because he just told you, Jay, he run the league. What you
he run the league. Yeah, I guess so, man.
Briscoe, tell him about that, man. Pull up to the bumper.
Hey, does the NBA have an identity crisis right now?
Right. That's probably what they're going through. What you think on that? They got identity crisis, Briscoe?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
How? Tell me how they got identity.
The league as a whole, man, like I lose interest. I used to be a big NBA fan, but I mean, you know, nothing ceases to amaze me now. Just like the LeBron situation, like when I seen it, I was one of the people that watched the game, and I'd say halfway through the second game, I turned it off because, I mean, we're just doing it for the laughs and giggles. Like it's not really, you know, what they were about. And I think they're shying away from everything at this point. So
yeah, that's I think what Mike was making a point about, that it was a great format, but then you got cats out there just kind of just bullshitting around. You know, out there playing, and at that point they could get hurt. Because these are the superstars. I know they're playing for June and the real money in the ring. I get it, man. Coach Justin be talking about it all the time. But, you know, when you got an ambassador like LeBron still in the game, I think, Jay, you made a good point. I would have just said, I'm not playing. I'm going to sit this one out, you know, kind of like what Caitlin Clark did with the Olympics. You know, she said, hey, I ain't get picked. I'm going to go ahead and put me some weight on, and I'm going to work out for a minute.
That's why you got to start to identify who you're going to build the league around next, because these guys are about to age out.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, they are.
Majority of the ones that are on that OG squad are 3 years, maybe a couple more from being out of the league. And you just can't turn the light on a new superstar right now without branding him and building him as a part of that brand along the way. So I don't feel like they're doing that. And that's why I kind of thought that they got an identity crisis going on right now.
Well, I'm going to push back on you a little bit, Mike, on that one, because I do think they're heading in that direction. I think the confusion is who. You know, when you look at the finals, we were all saying Ant-Man was the next Jordan. And so we looked at Ant-Man. Yeah, we looked at Ant-Man coming that way. And then you can look at even Nashville's own Brandon Miller. He's been stepping up, you know, with all the controversy that he had behind him coming in. So it's guys out there. It's just who can be the face of it. You know, you can either look at Bronson up at the Knicks. You know, it's just Tatum. You know, he's on that next wave. So, you know,
I think they tried with the kid from Memphis, and they got
no.
John was doing too much, man.
They have pistols, man. Hey, they ain't have enough bullets for him.
Plus, they don't watch their back. If they don't watch their back, Club Chase ain't gonna have them on that.
Hey, you all know who actually really competed the whole time? You talk about the next face.
Who?
Wemby.
Right. Oh yeah, Victor Wemby. Wemby gonna do his thing. I was looking
at him, how his demeanor was the whole like he was for real taking it serious. You had 8 blocks the first game, and you was literally contesting a majority of the shot. He was the only one that I saw that was really giving effort pretty much the whole time. And that's the dude that's supposed to be the most talented. I think
that's the guy that I would probably start putting my brand around. To be honest,
correct. I'm with you, Mike. The next 2-3 years, this league gonna be all about Victor.
How do you guys think that would work internationally? Because what we've been seeing is the Joker. We got SGA. We got Joel Embiid. Everybody's international now. That's really like the best superstar. So does that translate to American ratings? Like that's I think kind of been the identity thing that's been struggling with for the NBA.
Yeah. And LeBron just told me, man, he just sent a quick text and said, man, I love y'all, but my teammate Dalton Connect from University of Tennessee is the next GOAT in the league. I appreciate you, LeBron, but that just told me that your ass ain't LeBron because he ain't about to be the next superstar in the league. I love you, but you better go ahead and nurse that foot. And on that note, we're going to break to halftime. Val, got to pay a few more bills. I got to go ahead and talk to this team because I got Mike, I got Jay, I got all your guys out here. Can't lose this game. We'll be right back on the Pull Up Podcast Show with your boy, the one and only Coach Tony. We'll be right back. It's Val, pay them bills.
You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So, put yourself first. You can't be confident, so be confident. You can't challenge, so challenge. You can't dominate, so dominate. You can't flex, so flex. You can't fill a stadium, so fill that stadium. You can't be emotional, so be emotional. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be so ambitious. You can't break records. You can't have any fun. You can't make demands. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win. So win.
Damn.
I love that commercial.
Man, that's dope. You know what pissed me off about that? I told Val, that's the first all-women Nike commercial. If you guys don't know that, that's what make me mad about that commercial. But I love it. Man, just go win. And saying that, I want to hear from you guys. Who will have the best professional career? Will it be the existing Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, or will it be this kid named Juju Watkins about to come up out of USC? Josh, what you think about that?
I mean, I think I can answer for everybody here. Caitlin Clark.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. One answer for everybody now.
Is the GOAT. She already is the GOAT. I mean, we're looking how she plays, Once again, throwing stuff out from half court, making them getting through 4v1, triple teams and whatnot. she's doing her thing. I think she's the face of the WNBA right now as we speak.
I like your thought, but let me tell you something. Juju Watkins is crushing every damn thing she's doing in college right now, and we ain't even coming. And she's done something huge, Josh, as a young college athlete, as we were talking to me and Melissa earlier in the show. She's invested money into the doggone Unrivaled, something that Caitlin Clark ain't had a chance. And by the way, Josh, she's only a sophomore in college.
Hey,
so by the time she gets to the pros, it's a wrap.
Hey, Josh, the one thing that she doesn't have on her resume that every other person that's been in the GOAT conversation has is W. She ain't won.
The rings, Josh.
Of individual accolades, but nothing from a team perspective. So does she make the players around her better? Can she lead a team to a championship? It's not been proven yet. Yes, you can get to the championship game. Just saying.
And your boy Josh Young must back you up. He come on talking about Juju gonna get exposed by Caitlin. Man, I can't wait for that. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see as that come in. And he also said, did Angel Reese win a ring? You're right. Angel Reese hasn't won a ring. But here's the thing. She won it in college.
Yeah, but who calling her a GOAT?
Right. She ain't no GOAT, but she won that ring in college. And who did she beat, Josh? Young? She beat Caitlin Clark. Come on now. Let's talk ahead. I mean, man, come on now. What you think on that, Briscoe?
I'm going to throw you for a little loop. And before Juju gets to the pros, I'm gonna give it to Anissa Morrow. She's playing a big game right now. So
Mike talked about her yesterday. Mike talked about her yesterday.
Like that, but Anissa Morrow, she's humble and she gonna tell you that. She just did an interview recently and said that, I don't want to go to a team where I'm sitting. I want to go somewhere where I make an impact. So before Juju get there, I'm gonna put my money on Anissa Morrow for sure. So.
Oh, and Coach Justin, man, you always talking women basketball, man. And we always talking about Juju, man. School Josh a little bit, man. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, I need to check out Miss Morrow a little bit more, her game, and see what other, positions. I mean, what other stats that she impacts the game. Why? When I look at Juju, we just looked at the stat: 38 points, 15 boards, 8 blocks. I always think about what can you do on the defensive end. I love Caitlin Clark being able to. I believe she led the league in assists, which is a good thing on the offensive end. But what do you impact on the defensive end? So those players that can always do both, they tend to always end up being a little bit more special than others that are special. So
stat stuffers.
Stat stuffers, but it also just helps get easy baskets when we really need to win, getting it off of steals, deflection. So if she's able to continue to elevate that end of her game, along with Coach, we talk about Juju's mid-range, like her mid-range. It's crazy. It's very efficient. We're talking about 55%. But she's just a little bit more efficient than Caitlin Clark is. Angel Reese, I think she got to get focused. She's showing her legs, and she got to get focused again. She got to get it. She got to get that.
Chubbs, what's up, nephew? I'm sipping on that. Welcome to the wonderful world of this nice bourbon we got on the show tonight, and we just chilling. And Melissa, you and I always talk about what just happened. What just happened with your girl Juju Watkins, man? I know you love her. We talked about her quite a bit.
Well, I'm excited about her, and I have a question for you, Tony. What kind of NIL? We talked about how she's, making an investment in the Unrivaled League. What kind of NIL money is she making?
So, what Juju did is Juju. Now, I'll give you this one, Josh. I will give you this one. So, Juju picked up where Caitlin left off. She is the new face of State Farm. So she's now messing with Jake from State Farm on the State Farm commercials. She's got that. Angel Reese just dropped a brand new Chicago McDonald's commercial. And for those that don't know, McDonald's corporate office is right outside of Chicago in Oak Brook. So that was only, fitting for her. And Juju Watkins has also got a big shoe deal and so a couple other things that she's doing. So she's picked up these NIL opportunities, Melissa, that Angel Reese and Caitlin were having in college, but Juju's picked them both up together. And she gets to ride this wave for another year because until they change the format, and Coach Jay can speak to that, until they change the format, women cannot go into the league until they're 21 years of age or they become a junior in college, whereas men are one and done. So right now, Juju's got one more year to go to break some more records and just to make some more money.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for her. Good for her. So she is the new face, and so she's getting that money. She's getting that NIL money that Angel. And by the way, I will have to say, back in her college days, I think there would have not been a Caitlin Clark if there had not been an Angel Reese.
No.
I just got to say that. I just got to say that. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I love you all. Hey, I'm already hugging you. That's what I'm trying to tell Josh. But come on, especially if they go up J-Way and playing the D, they gonna get clothesline.
Well, I think personally the scout is out on Caitlin Clark because you know how to play her. I don't foresee her as being a GOAT. If you look at early on in the season, the key was rough her up. You know, if you got a Pat Bev on the women's side and they're playing that defense, she's not having them type of nights that she's having. You know, it's definitely some key ladies out there that warrants attention as well. And I didn't blame them this summer when they were getting upset a little bit with all this attention, you know, because it may not have been Caitlin Clark saying, hey, I got you guys this, I got you guys this, but it was the people surrounding her, you know, hey, I got us flying private, I got us doing this, I got us doing that. And so I would feel some type of way if I've been a vested athlete and now this person comes in and it's the great white hype, if you will. And y'all saying she saved the day, you know, so they have a right, you know, but the talent is there. One thing I can say, she can hoop. I can say that.
Yeah. What you say, Mike?
Coach Jay, she just way too talented to be, you know, kind of held down, man. I feel like she just, you know, they are focusing so much attention on her and trying to stop her from making that impact that she's good enough to make those around her better. She could pass the ball. Someone already said she led the league in assists from a college
Coach Justin, yep.
She got talent around her. She done lifted the team already to the playoffs. They wasn't even smelling the playoffs before she got there. So it's only a matter of time before I think she's going to put that team over the hump, if you will, if they continue to build around her like they're doing right now. I mean, from a talent perspective, man, she just got she's got all the skills. Now, I'm not 100% sure if she's locking people down on the defensive front, and I think that's kind of been her, you know, probably that's the question about her, whether she play any D.
Well, she actually plays a good D, Mike. That's what me and Coach Justin be talking about all the time. And hey, my boy Kevin Springer, the back house. Man, Springer, thanks for checking in tonight with me, baby. You normally out here on Tuesday night with me and Val on Interludes, but I appreciate you checking in. And Jen said Caitlin Clark is the best of the best. I don't know, Jen. You got to give me your reason why you say that. And Josh said, my dog, Kevin Springer, what's happening? I appreciate it. And then Josh, got some more fans, man. Look, man. Hey, look, you can become my new sidekick or something, man. Hey, I need that viewership. I need the young folks on here, man, opening up that stuff, Josh. I already know. But here's the thing. When you're looking at what they're doing, here's a question by anybody. Who gets the ring first? Who gets the ring first? Because if Asia Wilson stays in the league, I'm gonna bet on her, but I'm just talking about the young people coming in. Angel, Caitlin, and Juju. Who gets the ring first?
I guess
that was a toss-up.
Where they go.
Yeah. What you say, Briscoe?
It depends on where they are. You know, I mean, building a team now for Caitlin, it may work out, but you never know where they're gonna send Juju to, and she might be the glue to put everything together. So
because you got Leah Boston down there loving Caitlin Clark. Y'all can hate me if y'all want. You know, what's the cut? Y'all can hate me now, but I won't stop now. Hey, I dropped that Nas, but I'm telling you, you can do all that you want. But right now, Aaliyah Boston, who didn't like her, loves her to death because her points are going up. And I think, Briscoe, you hit it on the head. I think that when Juju comes out in the next year, depending on where she go, I'm looking at possibly Jay your way, or I'm telling y'all right now in the next 18 months, Nashville's about to get a squad. I think Juju coming to town, baby. I think Juju coming to Nashville.
Yeah, it's tough to say, Coach, because it's at the end of the day, it's a team sport. So as great as you are, you got to have all of the things aligned and have to be injury free. It's just so tough to say, out of those three, because they're all great players. But if you don't have other players on that squad that are great in their role, and you got a little bit of luck from the, basketball guys with being healthy, you just never know. So I definitely think that Juju and Caitlin would have the best chance of winning the ring. I'm really just not sold on Angel Reese.
Oh, I like that y'all Angel Reese fan got to show me. Mark Lee, man, where you been, man? I thought you were going to get here the first quarter, but thanks for checking in. Listen, we about to take our last time out of the day, get up out this third quarter, because I got Mike and Jay trying to hustle me, and I got to win this game. So, Val, let's pay the last bill of the night. We'll be right back on the Pull Up Podcast Show with your boy, the one and only Coach Tony. Val, let's pay some bills.
I've always thought about how my mom has supported me in any creative endeavor. How beautiful was it for your mom to be the superhero in your life and show up in your creative ventures with this book?
People ask her to sign the book more than they ask me to sign the book. Sometimes I step to the side, I take their picture. And, we have to celebrate our mothers. We got to celebrate our beginning. So she comes out with me. Every event, she is there. Even when I tell her she does not need to come, she will show up in the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, okay, you coming? Okay. I'm like, all right.
And she got a bottle of wine in her hand.
What in the world? Why are you giving her alcohol? Don't.
No, I'm just saying. She showed up in the parking lot. She got a bottle of wine, nice wine. She's going to set it down. She ready for the show, Val. You know what I'm saying? Because the funny part about it is, CJ, I've actually talked to Val. I thought about, writing a book myself called My Man's in Them. But,
I love it.
and look at Val.
My man's in them.
My man's in them. But you got to read the book. You got to read the book. But it's a play. CJ, I apologize because Val should have dropped some old Dub C so you could have came out crip walking. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not flamed up right now. I got to hold on. Trying to get me shot.
Going back to school tomorrow, like I saw you, Miss Charles. I saw you.
I mean, I can crip walk, so please, but I'm kind of, I'm authoring right now. You guys are funny.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter, that's my girl, CJ Charles. For those that don't know, if you haven't looked her up, she's got a beautiful kids book, CJ Charles. And Mike and Jay, you already know we've been talking about, man, I got to put that book out, man, called My Man's in Them. So we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to get it up out there.
There is no book.
There you go, Val. I love you, Val. You'll be checking it. Hey, don't be hating. I told you. Hey, Mike, Jay, we're going to have a meeting about that. You know what I'm saying? I already got an idea and a concept. We're going to drop it. Hey, listen, as we get to the fourth quarter, two topics, and I'm going to give you one that you don't know about. The first thing I'm going to give you, what the hell happened to this Super Bowl halftime show with Kendrick Lamar? So before you guys answer, there was a piece that came out today that the government of the United States has met with the owners of the NFL, said that it was one of the worst shows that had ever been in a halftime, when it was only the most watched show in NFL history and grossed the most money ever. And they said that moving forward, that you will not have an epitome because of the 47th, basically don't want no talk against the White House. So they said moving forward, the owners will now vote on who will be the halftime show. Man, what y'all think about that?
It's classic. Just got to remember Colin Kaepernick got X'd out the league not too long ago. So we got to remember the organization that you're performing for. So when you have a, which I thought was unapologetic, choreography was very subliminal, but still got the message across.
Yeah.
You're going to have that type of reaction from an organization like that. Kind of simple. First rap ever. And it was coming from someone who was truly, I felt, in my opinion, represented hip hop very well. As far as for the artists that we have currently, he represented hip hop very well, which was normally coming from, usually trying to send a message. When you go to your
correct,
your Public Enemies and your KRS Ones, that's the closest that we got to hip hop, and it was displayed. Yeah. NFL not gonna like that.
And Josh Young Lover said, man, let the people choose who perform, man. What y'all think about that?
I think that's not a bad idea. I think, it sounds like the U.S. government is trying to censor things, and, so it's kind of wrong. I actually thought that the show was classy. Some people, I had an Uber driver this morning, and I just wanted to get his opinion. And he was like, oh, they should have, this should have been an entertainment kind of thing. He should have sang his best songs. But I'm like, he's an artist. He had an opportunity to be creative. And it was kind of interesting. I mean, I think, there weren't a bunch of women shaking their behinds. Is that right. What everybody wanted to see? I thought Correct. It was kind of classy. I was like, oh, all right. And I thought it was smooth. I thought there were messages. And I think there were more subliminal messages in there than anybody can imagine. Probably some that the artist didn't even think we were going to see.
With the flag, Melissa. Yeah, with the flag, Melissa. You're right.
Well,
yeah, I mean, he broke the flag down with no stars in it, right? And then the people didn't pick up on that. And then he walked through the flag to show you that the United States is divided, right? And then the big thing for me was he dropped the Crips and the Bloods in there in red and blue, so that we've got two of the most violent gangs in the country that can come together and unite, but we can't even unite in the United States. And then Uncle Samuel Jackson playing Uncle Tom, rather. There ain't no black person being Uncle Tom in no movie. I mean, come on now, talk to me.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that our president was there. I think that he was rooting for the Chiefs. And, I just kind of wonder what he would have said if the Chiefs had won. I don't
think he rooted for the Chiefs because he straight up went up on social media and blasted Taylor Swift, told everybody she got what she got, said that she glad that she didn't. Yeah, said he was glad to see her getting booed and everything else. I mean, he drugged Taylor Swift out of that.
Okay.
But Mahomes and his wife are pro-Trump.
Yes.
Oh yeah, big time. That's why. Oh, I get it, Mike.
He was rooting for, at least in my opinion, for Kansas City.
Yeah, I got you.
And Taylor Swift has spoken out against him, so he's always going, try to get some shots.
Right.
Hey, to what Melissa was talking about though, and some of the spectators were saying that he did drop the ball, in my opinion, as far as for the entertainment aspect. But I get it because it was tough to do. He literally had a whole theme and story that he was trying to play out. But when you talk about entertainment, I give it like a C+, maybe a B-, because you're following Usher, you're following Mary J. Blige, Snoop, Ray. Snoop. Before that, it was Beyonce and Lady Gaga. So when you talk about entertainment, well, you got to bring some hits. And he had some more hits up in the bag from Good Kid, Mad City. I think about Love. He didn't play. It was some other entertaining songs he didn't play, but he couldn't because he was definitely trying to send a message.
Right. Mm-hmm. And Josh, what you think about that?
I think everybody's said what we're all thinking. It was more of a not for entertainment. It was more of a voice, like get everyone's the people's voice, people's voice out there.
The only thing I didn't see him do is put that black fist up with the glove on, man. He could have been like Baby Huey Newton.
Right.
I have to jump in here very quickly. Very quickly. Yes, I do. So
come on, man.
Here's the thing. With Kendrick Lamar, he was there 3 years ago in 2022 with Dre, Snoop, 50 Cent, all that. He did one of my favorites, All Right, but he was only on the stage for 2 minutes and then he, kept it to the side. But here's the thing. People think it's just about the beef between him and Drake, but it ended up being much bigger because of the message. And here's the thing, entertainment value, that's what you go to Drake for. Kendrick is for the message. He's one of the few rap artists that have won a Nobel Peace Prize. And then on top of this, for the album Damn, and then on top of everything else, literally the week before, not one, not two, but 5 Grammy Awards for the disc record of 2024.
Right.
They not like us. So I'm just saying that it was a movement of I'm getting this message out on the biggest stage, and I understand now why the NFL owners and they were gathered to say no, we can't allow this to happen. However, who is this? Jay-Z over Live Nation. He has they've given those rights over. And I literally just heard on a broadcast that they used to just have regular bands or stuff for the halftime show, but they switched things off when, I don't know if you all remember this, in 1992, this is a little bit before some people's time. The halftime show was done by In Living Color, and everybody switched off to go to see this. And the following year, the halftime show was who? Michael Jackson. So they have always fight to get good talent for the halftime show. But I do agree with Justin. It wasn't for entertainment. You get like a B-, whatever you want to call it. But for the message, A+. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And Jay Smitty, you was ready to say about what? Because I saw you ready to jump in. What you think about that, Smitty?
At the end of the day, in his little humble 13 minutes, he wreaked havoc. I mean, he has these people going crazy. And I mean, the message said itself, they not like us, So again, when you look at wasn't no violence, wasn't no this, wasn't no that, these people are talking about it because they didn't understand it, or they understood it and they want to act like they don't understand what he was saying, So at the end of the road. Yeah. So at the end of the day, like Coach said, he has many bangers he could have brought up. I'm just mad he didn't play me and Coach Tony's favorite, and that's the inside. But
drink. This kid's watching, man. Y'all do that. Y'all probably just have Janet Jackson back up.
He had to play swimming pools, man.
Swimming pools, man.
He had to play swimming pools.
Come on, Briscoe. You already know. Hey, Jay, you gonna make me bring the cane out. Come on. Hey, come on, Briscoe.
Oh man.
I feel like his performance kind of paralleled that of Colin Kaepernick. And they do not want that message being broadcast to millions and millions of people and millions and millions of households. And that's why they're going to, ensure that doesn't happen again.
You're right, Mike. Hey, Mike, the only thing I wish he would have did was brought out Public Enemy and start singing "Fight the Power." And
you not talked about that, man. 89 is if he'd have dropped that star and PE came out and said 89 is
said Elvis, as soon as he said Elvis was a hero the most.
Mother, right, man, motherfucker. You and he was simple and plain. And you and John Wayne, man, come on, Jay. If he'd have dropped that, man, the whole TV station would have fell apart. Wow. Now, listen, Val, do me a favor. I got the last surprise question of the night. I need you to put my graphics up on who would be the biggest GOAT team of them all. Val, put up the best era GOAT for me so they can look at this real quick.
I'm going baby boomers.
Hey, I know you already know, man. I'm saying a whole lot. So while Val get that picture, let me break it down. So he got a surprise question tonight in the show as we coming down the stretch. Which NBA era would have been the best era? From the top, you got the Gen Z. That's Josh and his homeboys and everybody around over, Father Ryan and everything. You got Jason Tatum from the Celtics, SGA from Oklahoma, Victor Wemby from the San Antonio Spurs, Ant-Man, Minnesota, and Luka with Dallas by way of now LA. Then you got the second one, which is the millennial, Steph Curry at Golden State, LeBron, your boy Josh, and Coach Justin, LeBron out of LA, Durant with Phoenix, Joker at Denver, James Harden with the LA Clippers. Then you got the third column, which is the Gen X, Kobe with the Lakers, Tim Duncan with the Spurs, Kevin Garnett with the Celtics, Shaq with LA, and of course, the cross him over himself, AI coming from Philly. Then you got the baby boomers. Boom! Jordan from the Chi, Hakeem down in Houston, Magic, point guard from LA, Charles Mean Boy Barkley coming from Philly, and none other than Larry Bird, the shooter in the Boston Celtics uniform. And then the last one is the old guys putting up the rear who set a precedent to make sure that we could play the game the way we could play the game. They were the silent generation. That was Bill Russell with the Celtics, Wilt with LA, Oscar, the big old Robinson at New York. And you got Jerry West. And for those that don't know, and Josh, you may not know this because you're kind of young, Jerry West was the logo on the NBA basketball, then followed by Kareem himself at LA. So I'm going to start with the women on this one, Melissa or Briscoe.
That Kareem
out of those 5 categories, who would have been the best team of all time and why?
Ooh. Briscoe, you want to take that one first?
Well, I can only answer for my the ones that I know. I'm still kind of young. So as far as the newer, I'd probably go with Gen X for sure.
You going with Gen X. Okay.
Well,
okay.
AI was definitely my guy.
Okay. What about Kobe?
Kobe, yes. Kobe, Shaq, I'm all of that, but AI.
That ain't bad. You got to do this breaking the gold, and then you got Tim Duncan, the big fundamental. So that ain't a bad one. Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna go with.
And what you got, Melissa?
Ooh, this is a tough one. I think, because I kind of missed the silent generation, but I do know those baby boomers. I might have to go with the baby boomers. I might have to go with Jordan. Yeah, I mean,
my girl. That's why you on this podcast tonight.
Yeah, those dudes, they were tough, and they, I think they brought a lot of style to the game. I think they changed a lot of things, and they had attitude, and I think that's my winning team right there.
Man, LeBron, hey man, listen, man, stay on at the crib with that hurt foot. You didn't make it to the All-Star game last night. Now you talking about the millennials will be dropping 150 a game. Are you crazy? Hey, speaking of that, before we get to the OGs real quick, we're going to have to go to the next one. It's a young boy. Josh, tell me, man. Come on, talk to me. Who you got?
I mean, just look at the lineup on the millennials. You got Steph Curry, best 3-point shooter in of all time. Matter of fact, we got Kevin Durant, KD, Slim Reaper, one of the best players, We got Harden, Joker, and of course, LeBron James, the GOAT of basketball himself. And, he's the all-time leading scorer, brings teams from the bottom all the way to the top. Without him, I mean, man.
I'm going to answer that in a minute.
Basketball even be?
I'm going to give you that in a minute. But, okay, Coach Justin, what you got?
Man, it's tough. I'm thinking about it. Magic is going to beat AI. Jordan is going to beat Kobe. Shaq is going to get the edge on Hakeem Olajuwon. Tim Duncan is going to get the edge on Charles Barkley. Larry may have the edge. Millennials, I got to X out the millennials just because they have James Harden on there. If they might replace him with someone else that I could think of, I probably would pick the millennials over everybody.
Ooh,
Gen Z doesn't stand a chance because Luka doesn't play defense. AD doesn't have good shot selection. So you know what? I'm gonna just have to go with the baby boomers. I had to go with baby boomers. But if they had somebody else like James Harden,
that's a big change. Jay, what you got on this, man?
Hey, man, definitely wouldn't be the silent killers because their shorts was too short and they played in Chuck Taylors. So,
man, they had them nut huggers on. They had them nut huggers on.
So that right away, as much as I love the baby boomers, I mean, because to me, my all-time favorite player is Magic Johnson. They have the toughness, but they'll be just a little bit too slow. The millennials, I was with Coach J on that one, man. When I seen James Harden, that just was an automatic turn off to me right there. Gen Z, they high flyers, not enough experience. They still got Similac behind their ears. So when it's all said and done, I got to roll with Gen X. I mean, you got the most dominant big man. Shaq is putting people in the rims. Garnett is playing that power forward. You got fundamental. You got Kobe and you got Iverson. I mean, that's a tough tough. And they're in the middle. They're in the middle between the baby boomers and the Gen and millennials. So I think they'll be a great great team.
I love the argument in OG, Mike, OG Henry Low. Jay, you already know OG Henry Low coming from that side, man. What you got on this, Mike Drew?
Hey, I told you from the jump, man. I got to go with the baby boomers. You know, I look at the millennials and who's Steph gonna guard? James Harden can guard. You know, I look at the only ones that I feel like would give them a real run for their money potentially would be that Gen X squad. But then who Allen Iverson gonna guard? Because that boomer squad they average what 6'8",
6'6", yeah, 6'8", 6'6" to 7'4", yeah.
All they gotta do is post Allen Iverson up.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh, yep.
Hey, but it ain't gonna be that easy, Mike. You know that, man. Come on, it ain't gonna be that easy with AI.
And I'm gonna tell you,
you talking about somebody who did Fed time. He ain't going out that easy.
He said did the Fed time. Yeah, he on them gates. Hey Jay, he was playing in them courtyards out at Rikers Island.
He gonna file out. He gonna file out, Coach.
Hey, Coach,
he gonna file out. What's up,
Coach,
what's up, Justin?
Tell me what you think about this. If Anthony Davis or Kawhi Leonard was replaced with James Harden, would you give him the
No.
Who gonna be healthy? Neither one of them healthy.
One of the best players of all time.
Street clothes. Street dreams.
They would be equal with James Harden.
Man, I'd rather take Harden, man.
Right. Yeah. At least he gonna do the step.
He gonna be on the court.
Right. He gonna be on the
court. He got to the Western Conference.
Hey man, he gonna be like LeBron. He gonna call out before the game start, man. Come on, man. Hey, but listen, I'm gonna take the baby boom for a few reasons. I like what Mike just said. Eliminate all that. Look at them not ready. And Josh, I give you the credit on that as you thought the millennium, but as you said, Steph can't guard. Steph want to shoot, and you got to remember, we're going back in the era that we're talking about guys are putting them hands on you, right? Steph and the millenniums, they're used to playing without the hands being put on them. So the moment they come to the lane, first of all, it's going to have to be negotiated on what set of rules are we playing. Are we hand checking or are we not hand checking? If we're not hand checking, that's a wrap. Because that 92 Dream Team, you're looking at all of them damn boys right there on that Dream Team and throw me another Olympic team that's been better? None. So when you look at that and you look at the accolade from Jordan 13 times on the all defensive team. And by the way, I love what you're trying to say on that, Justin and Josh, but LeBron got his ring because, Josh, you said it greatly. He had to go places to play with people, man. Mike, like, give me people, and I'm going to show you how we still going to win. So when you're looking at that, and Hakeem, come on, man. Footwork, why you think that they are, Jay, what you tell them? They are sending people to Hakeem in Houston right now to get footwork. Where you think Victor Wembanyama's going? He's going to work out with Hakeem. Where you think Tim Duncan went? He went to work out with Hakeem.
Kobe
went to work out with Hakeem. And then you got a 6'9.5", 6'10" point guard in Magic. Why the hell do you think they called him Showtime? Mm-hmm. It wasn't because of that. And then Barkley, that's my toughness. Barkley ain't backing down. Barkley gonna throw your ass up in the stands. If anything, he don't care about the foul. And then you got Bird with that crazy shot, and Bird busting threes. So y'all talking about Steph shooting threes? You talking about Bird at 6'9" shooting threes. And by the way, he talking crazy to you.
Speaking of talking crazy, just a side note, I remember I was a youngster at the Pistons game and they were playing Boston in that series. And I think the game was tied or they was down something and we were right behind the bench. Man, KC Jones was drawing up a player. So Bird said, just throw me the damn ball, watch me shoot this mother.
That is the play.
That is the play. And going back to, like you said, what rules, we got to establish fouls because back then, a regular foul now is a flagrant.
A flagrant. That's why I was telling Justin. It's a regular. And Mike made the same point. And when you sit up and you talk about that, and like Melissa was saying, that the other guys just hadn't gotten there yet. The millennials and the Gen X, well, the Gen X ain't even in the picture. But the millennials would be great. The millennials would struggle even trying to beat the Gen X crew. Because Kobe, who gonna stop Kobe? If the millennials and the Gen X play, who gonna stop Kobe?
LeBron.
Right, LeBron is the best. He is.
Oh my God, LeBron's gonna have to.
He's the best.
Okay,
do we need to fill up those
I'm
Christmas
serious.
showdowns?
We don't need to worry about. We ain't talking about no stats.
We could
If
check
LeBron's
the
going to
highlights.
okay, look, if LeBron's going to guard Kobe, who the hell going to guard Tim Duncan and KG and Shaq?
You got KD, you got Joker.
Who KD going to guard? Tim Duncan or he going to guard KG?
KG.
Man, he going to get the West Side. So who going to stop Tim Duncan, the big fundamental? James Harden?
KD would guard Tim Duncan, and James Harden would try and see what he could do with KG.
Shit, not a damn thing. Go home.
Hey, but if you replace Anthony Davis with James Harden,
but that's if we ain't doing that. This is the list they gave us. Ain't no
y'all gonna quit playing 80 like he's street clothes.
You got it.
He's
Hey, make sure
played about 75% of his games.
Make sure when you
other 25, he just collected the paycheck.
Make sure when you replace him, you replace his knee, his elbow, his shoulder, his foot. Replace all of that, man.
Hey Jay, is that gonna be a halftime? He gonna give you half. He may go out in the third quarter, man. You know what I'm saying?
Broke fingernail.
Hey. Oh man. Hey, listen. So, hey, I want to appreciate you guys. Let's get it from the top to the bottom. Melissa, give me some closing words tonight, girl.
Hey, this has been so much fun. You guys are the best. Y'all invite me back another time, Coach Tony. I enjoyed it. Y'all, I learned a lot. Great conversation. So thank you for inviting me.
Briscoe.
I appreciate it. It's been a good experience tonight. So I appreciate you guys.
And Josh, Josh, you walking up out here with all my fans, man. We got to talk about this, man. What's that?
I'm ready to come back. Just let me know. Shoot me a text. I saw my mom in the comments, so shout out my mom.
There you
I
go.
saw my friends, so shout out my friends, and I think that's it. That's it for me.
Hey man, when you go back to school, man, we need that 15% when you collect them all when you get to school, man. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk. Coach Justin, man, what you got on the closing words tonight, baby?
Man, hey, I appreciate you all inviting me to the Pull Up Podcast. Always love to say it. I just give a little controversy before I end. I'm a complete Kobe fan to the core. LeBron is the best out of all three.
LeBron's
I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to start no controversy before we end the show.
Get him,
Magic
Jay.
Johnson. Magic
There you
Johnson.
go. Let's get it, Jay.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Somebody need to get him drug tested.
Hey, they wasn't tested back in the day either, man. That's the HG, man. He on that HG, man.
Yeah. No, it was a pleasure being here. Always love to chop it up and talk sports and anything else in between with good wholesome folks. So Val and I can't remember your name, but I heard you guys said you're gonna be down at the Black Expo. Get with Coach Tony. I got some insights for you, and we'll make that happen for you.
Oh yeah, Melissa. Coach Jay is down there working.
I can make some stuff happen.
Right. He makes that. Hey, Kim folks.
I'll be in touch, Coach Jay.
Mike Drew, baby. What's up, Kim folks? Tell them, man. Give them a parting words, baby.
Hey, you know what? Thank you from the bottom of my heart, man, for having me be a part of this. I love this panel on here. Tone, Val, my heart is filled with pride seeing two, former alumni doing their thing, man. I love this platform. Y'all keep doing your thing, man. It's gonna blow up before you know it. So keep doing what you do, man, and keep making it a safe space for people to come and, kind of share their thoughts and feelings, man. I love it.
Man, I appreciate you guys.
Hey, Drew, man, you get them Colorado tickets, man. I gotta be out there again.
Speaking of Colorado, man, hold on, Drew. Hold on, Jay. We gotta get them tickets down to Tampa on this women's Final Four. So we can talk about that too. Yeah, that's coming up in April, man. But before we get out here, I want everybody to do me a favor. Give me the NCAA champions for the men and the women. What you got, Melissa? Men and women.
NCAA championship. Men, Virginia, because that's my alma mater. And I'm going to say, I'm going to go for women. I don't know. I got to think a little bit more about women. Let me pass on that and come back.
All right, we'll come back. Let's go, Briscoe. What you got?
Women's side, I got USC. Men, it's a little up in the air at the moment. It's getting a little shaky at the moment, so I don't know.
Josh, what you got, Josh?
On the women's side, I got USC. And then on the men's, I'm gonna have to go. Give me UT. UT or
yeah. I like that. Coach Justin, what you got?
I'm gonna do the very first time ever. Now that I think about it, I gotta put me a FanDuel parlay for that. But I already had Duke on the men's side. But for the first time ever, we're gonna have the women and the men, both UConn. Paige Buckner, Cooper Flag gonna get us there.
I like that. Jay, what you got, babe?
Yeah, it's going to be hard to pick a champion right now, but I on the women, I would kind of do maybe like a little Final Four. So I would say you're looking at Notre Dame, UCLA, South Carolina, and maybe USC. And
I need one up out of that. Give me one up out of that. I'm gonna need you to put on
yeah. It's still early, man. I can't do it.
Man, I can't do it. One tonight. You come to me like RC and Stephen A. Smith, man. What you doing, man?
Hey, and then on the men's side, that's a toughie too, because you look at Alabama, you look at Auburn, you look at Tennessee. Everybody's topsy-turvy right now. So, it's kind of up in the air with that. So right now it's just a pick me. So, I'll say Alabama,
Okay. And Mike, what you got, baby? What you got with him?
You know what? I'm gonna roll with UCLA on the women's side, and then I'm going to do a little scouting tomorrow. I'm going to check out ASU against Houston. So I might have to roll with Houston after that game, depending on how they show up.
I like that long shot. And then, of course, Val will not allow me to get around this show if I don't say for promotional purposes only. Because Coach T been giving out some big. I went 14-0 in football. And as I got my OHIO in the house coming in for the Buckeyes and then end up getting to the Super Bowl and it'll win. I'm going to take in the men's side of the house on FanDuel. Let you guys know right now. I think what Coach Justin was spot on. I think Cooper Flag, they're not talking about Duke right now. I think Duke is playing excellent ball, moved up. They're going to be a very tough put out coming out of ACC. I know that the SEC is playing great. They're going to probably have 12 teams in, but they're going to probably beat each other up. I think Alabama, Auburn comes up out of there, but I don't think that they'll get past what Duke is doing. So I get Duke on the men's side of the house. And my curveball for the women, I think that, UCLA, I saw them destroy South Carolina. Then I came back and seen South Carolina get blown by UConn. I think that that's an opportunity to beat them. I like what Juju them did Sunday, but I like Kiki Reese and Barrett. I love what UCLA's got. Two teams out the Big Ten. So I'm going to give you the Duke Blue Devils on the men, and I'm going to give you UCLA Bruins on the women's side of the house. So that's it. Hey, listen, guys, we appreciate everybody tonight. But, Val, we'll let them know right here in the studios tonight. We're right coming out of the Rise studio. If you have someone that whether it's your friend, your family, your niece, your nephew, make sure you get with Coach Tony. They can learn a little bit about the Rise at www.therizenil.com. Where we put players and companies and business together so we can make sure that both are profitable. And tomorrow night, as we come back on our music and entertainment side of the house, we want to make sure that we come back tomorrow night. For those that don't know, me and Val do a show called Interludes Talk on Tuesday. And Val's got a book, by the way, guys, called A DJ Saved My Life. Val, you want to talk to them a little bit about this book?
Yes, I'll jump in very quickly. Oh, gosh. Hear a little bit of an echo, but go to A DJ Saved My Life. That is the memoir / the ABCs of starting your own podcast. You can go to purelighthouse.com to order the book and also get merch. And so we definitely want to say that the Pull Up Podcast show is coming back in March. I don't know exactly, but we're going to get on a little bit of hiatus. Woo, it's coming back live. So
I had the best of the best on tonight with you guys. Josh, man, I appreciate you. Melissa, always love you. We'll be in touch. And then, of course, Briscoe, I'm always going to see you side in. Coach Justin, get yourself together, man. AAU around the corner. We got to get it together. And Jay, stay off, 16th, 8 Mile, man. I know you're down in the A right now, man. So, and when you go to the crib, I'm gonna need one of them Coney dogs. Don't forget.
Yeah, well, I'm on my way to your backwoods. We got North Al coming up tomorrow, so hey.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be down in Muscle, Alabama, man.
Yeah.
Come down and check that game. And Mike, you already know, Kim, folks, we got to put this on the right way, man. From the South Side of Chicago, baby, we always represent. One love in the house. Hey, but you guys don't know. I appreciate you. It's been Coach Tony in the Pull Up Podcast Show, but you know my words. Val, let's give it to him. Peace.
Woo, 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 woo.
It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up, pull up. Bounce the voice and Coach Tony, it's the Pull Up Podcast show. I said bounce the voice and Coach Tony, it's the Pull Up Podcast show. It's the Pull Up.